Our chapter has been in existence since Friday, May 5th, 1972. Zeta Zeta Lambda is our advising alumni chapter. They oversee all the major functions of our chapter, including programming, intake, and things of that nature. We've worked with them on Project APHIA, go to high school, go to college, mentoring the Botillion program and Rites of Passage. With EZL's help, we were able to win College Chapter of the Year for Project APHIA. And I just want to say that they're always very supportive of us. And anytime that we need anything or they need anything, we've always been there for each other. It's been a very productive relationship.
The Senior Citizen Center was established in 1975, and it was established because the brothers in the chapter, Zeta Zeta Lambda chapter, wanted to give back to the community. At that time in our history, most of the brothers in the chapter grew up here in Queens, and this was their way of giving back to the community that had nurtured them and encouraged them and inspired them to go on to higher education. And so they came up with the idea because we had a number of brothers involved in social service and who knew the ins and the outs of the city administration.
What is the Zeta Zeta Lambda company?
It was a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation formed for the purpose of purchasing a piece of property to house our Senior Citizen Center. The Senior Citizen Center had always been housed as a tenant in the basement of a church in the community. There were some difficulties with that location, no handicap access. We didn't have control over the facility. We thought when the building on the corner of 220th Street and Linden Boulevard, which was formerly used by the Salvation Army years ago, was available, we looked at it as an opportunity to get a facility where we could control and have our own Senior Citizen Center and be able to control the space.
Well, at that point in time, we had, be frank with you, no money. But we went back to the seniors, who for many years were given fashion shows and raffles and dinners and doing whatever they could do to raise money. At that time, they had $20,000 in their treasury. I asked them, I went to the seniors and said, we need to borrow your money to find a future home. They said, you don't have to ask to borrow our money. It's for our good. We will give you the money for a down payment. We made the down payment on this facility, which Salvation Army charged us something like $300,000 for this property.
First, the community needed a senior citizen center, a building. And the senior center has been housed in the basement of a church for some 30 years now of serving this community. And so when the Alphas decided, and I was happy that they did, that they wanted to do a building to house the senior program, obviously I thought it was needed, and I thought they were the right people to do it because they had served us so well for so long, and I thought it was important that they get my support and community support, and they've gotten that. And you know, we're looking at the results of their labor, or our labor, maybe I should say, over the years to try to make this happen. And so I'm excited about that, and the community is excited.
Darling home. It means everything to me. Everything. I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't come here. Yeah, I love it.
My name is Reverend Billy Ravenel. The church is going at 14256 Rockaway Boulevard. I found out the food is pearl, the cooks is awesome. Everything is nice. They come here, they know how to treat you, they have great hospitality.
When someone is sick, we visit them, we call them, we send them cards. And matter of fact, I just lost my husband about 3 weeks ago, and this center was great. They supported me to the highest. And I'm grateful for that, and I thank God for Alpha Senior Citizen. And we're looking forward to going into our new building so we can show more love to the community and to the people in the community.
How has the fraternity and the community benefited from the Zeta Zeta Lambda company?
Oh, it's benefited because it's been an inspiration to the Senior Citizen Center. It's been an inspiration to the chapter. It's been an inspiration to the community at large, I believe, because we're bringing a quality facility to the community. And we show that we can pretty much run these type of operations among the brothers. And you can see from the facade that we're concerned about what we're putting in the community.
It's primarily been funded for construction. It's been funded through grants from both the state and city governments. And there's been a lot of personal contributions from members of the fraternity and members of the company.
I am totally indebted to them for working so hard, because they could have walked away. This has been a long, hard road for them. And so I'm hoping that they'll get it finished and the community will enjoy all of this, and I believe they will.
And in the future, yes, we expect that there's a possibility we might be able to get into some other development, like a youth development, something more for the seniors, something. The possibilities are endless. So we don't expect to stop here. We expect to go forward, perhaps with some residential opportunities too.
Make a clap to this. Make a clap to this. Make a clap to this. Make a clap to this.
For the Alpha parties? Well, I guess it started back in November of 1992, actually. At that time, I was charged with the task of being the fundraising chairman for the chapter. And one of the ideas that we came up with was that we want to have a Thanksgiving party where we would bring people together from the fraternity and outside the fraternity to enjoy a party that Friday after Thanksgiving, where people can come together and be able to enjoy music, jazz, food, drink, and be able to network.
An Alpha function, especially where ZZL is concerned, is just basically good old times. It's an event where a wide spectrum of people are in attendance. You'll have everyone there, as was alluded to earlier, someone there in their 20s to people in their 70s. Everyone enjoying the good time, the good food, the good music, everyone dancing and socializing together. It's one of the few events where there is no generation gap.
The chapter was doing it solo, by itself, for the first 7 years. Then I would guess sometime around 98 or 99, we began doing a Martin Luther King fundraiser with the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority in Brooklyn. So since that time, every Martin Luther King weekend, we've been having a joint venture along with the AKAs.
We've held our events at some of the top venues in New York. There have been several venues that we've been the first ones to ever hold an event. I think that one of the things that set us apart from most people who do social events is that our venues have always been top shelf.
Initially it was about 300 people. Right now our events are well in excess of 1,000 people.
Well, for the last several years, we've used some of the funding from our Alpha Affair to fund the Martin Luther King Memorial in Washington, D.C. The funds have also been utilized to assist in the development of this great senior citizen center, as well as fund our numerous projects, including Project Alpha, youth programs, and various social programs that we run in the chapter.
I'd like to congratulate the brothers on 50 hard working years, and I'm sure that the chapter will continue to grow immensely.